Hello and welcome to sunny, for now at least, Hertfordshire in the United Kingdom for the EFRA 1/8 Buggy 40 plus euros for 2025. So here we are in, we've got cars out on track. This is the first heat out. So hello to everyone who is joining us live from wherever you are around Europe and the world. Be sure to drop us a line, say hello, let us know where you're watching us from. My name is Trent McKinney. We got Jim on camera, and we have Matt, RCTV Matt, on the production. And we're going to be adding some extra features and doing some, hopefully some pretty cool stuff this weekend. So be sure and stick with us and follow along. So this is the 40 plus euros. This is the first time we're covering it. Quite interesting already. I think the obviously, these are some of the older gentlemen of the European racing scene out here. We've got Jerome Sartell, we've got Lee Martin, Neil Cragg, Graham Alsop, who we don't usually see him at the Euros, so it's good to see him, and Mrs. Sloppy as well. That's not a term of negativity. That's literally what's on the back of her shirt. So. Taking on Graham's nickname, so all power to both of them. Hopefully, we'll be hearing from them over the weekend as well. So this is the new and hopefully improved. I'm sure it looks a lot better. Herts Nitro Model Car Club circuit. I like to call it the Nürburgring of the buggy world because it is crazy technical.
You haven't been around it in a hire car yet.
No, I have not, luckily. Although it would be interesting to hire someone's car, let's get him a beer. That was the other thing, actually, in addition to all that, and we'll mention this maybe a couple more times over the stream. But,
non-stop.
There's literally a bar here. And apparently,
but that's not that unusual.
It's in the EFRA rules. Though.
That
is the unique thing about the 40 plus euros.
Uh-huh.
A bar is a requirement of the organizer.
Yeah.
There's
not just refreshments.
Yeah,
alcoholic refreshments.
So, we leave it to the mature drivers who can handle their alcohol and their drinks.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, we will see, won't we?
I mean, we've seen certain drivers, not to name anybody like John Hazelwood or anything like that, have maybe
a pint in hand doing a pit walk.
A pint in hand doing a pit walk, or a few pints in hand the night before finals day. But we'll leave that to he's already done the Euros, hasn't he? So any chance we can follow Alan Ward in this heat, which is car number 3, says Sean Ward. Any relation, Sean? Potentially.
Sean, are you Alan Ward's dad?
Or son?
Exactly.
I mean, what's the relationship?
because this is the 40 plus euros, so potentially son. But let's see. You let us know, and we'll try and find him on track. Maybe Jim's with him already. Car number 3.
Jim seems mildly confident.
Yeah.
This is car number 3. I do have I have binoculars because this track is pretty big.
I like to say this is practice day for everyone, including us.
Yeah, let's do that bit of housekeeping as well. I was going to bring up the live chat.
Yeah, but this is Alan Ward going over the loop right now.
Yeah, so this is the main straight down through the carousel, and all of this is brand new. All of this that Alan's going through right now we'll let Alan guide us around the track. So since the last time that we were here, I believe it was September last year, for the Enduro race, I think they came this direction on that green AstroTurf there and then went around. But all of this is also brand new. All of this is brand new. So I would say probably at least 60 or 70% of the track is completely brand new. They were doing some track repairs just before this round of controlled practice happened, kicked off, this is the first round of that. So we've got 10 groups of racers. So just to wrap up the housekeeping, we've got 10 groups of racers of which you can see we've got the names. We've got Peter Resurrection, Clive Malland, Alan Ward, who we're with, Paul Wood, Ricky Clark, Chris Reeves, Adam Buckholt, Craig Homer, Lyndon Hamer, Nathan Tompkinson, and Neil Kapoor. I don't have countries on those, but those are the names of the drivers in this heat, and it's 5-minute heats? 9-minute heats for control practice. So this is control practice round 1, and this is group 1 out on track. So that means the fastest drivers, and that being your Lee Martins, your Graham Alsops, your Jerome Sartels, your Neil Cragg, Craig Hazel, John Hazelwood, and no one else out there that I can name, but they are out there marshalling at the moment. So those are the fastest group is marshalling I hate to say the slowest group, but this is the first group. And then there's 9 more groups after this one. And we started roughly on time, I think. So 9 minutes of controlled practice. So they've had free practice, 3 rounds of free practice for everyone. I believe there's been open practice as well, which is untimed. You can run as long as you like, and people getting used to the control tires. And we'll mention that because that is a thing for the 40 plus Euros. I think it's the second year that they've been doing it. And this year, last year I think it was like just a nominated tire, but now it is like an actual, everyone is on the exact same set of tires, rain or shine, and we'll get to that in a few minutes as well, because we are expecting some rain over the weekend. So what else is there? They've had 3 rounds of 5-minute free practice. This is the first round of control practice. There's another round of control practice after this. All of the runs in the control practice rounds 1 and 2 are 9 minutes long. And that means that I don't think anybody will have to come in and pit. I mean, if you do, that's not a good sign. But, you know, if you do have to come in and pit, there's a bar. So we're on... Oh. I happen to look at the screen at... No, stay with that car. It's all right, Jim. Coming towards us over the... I think these are quads still. It's a triple. I don't know if they've reprofiled that, but this section, like I said, is all brand new. This did like loop around and all sorts of stuff, and it's a very technical track. There's very few places that you can actually go full throttle. But you will notice that there's a pretty heavy groove. And I haven't chatted to Jim, who runs the Herts Nitro Model Car Club. This is car 7 of Adam Buckwalter. The name's cut off. Buckholt. Adam Buckholt. I'm going to guess he's one of the Brits. Obviously, this being in Hertfordshire, not far from Stevenage, which you might, if you're not from the UK, but you do watch F1, you might recognize Stevenage as Lewis Hamilton's home track. Lewis Hamilton of Formula One fame, and yes, his brother Nick has he's been seen racing here before, and I believe Lewis has even been spotted dropping by to visit in his G-Wagon.
Nice.
Yeah, always nice to have a G-Wagon. And let's see. So let's stay with Adam. So we're going through the carousel, and we have this. This is the farthest point of the track that we've got here. We haven't really got any names for these sections of track, except for this section, the AstroTurf triples. Actually, there's 4 jumps, but it's more of a tiny jump, a big jump, and then a single. And then this part is all new. There was a drive where there's a steamroller, so maybe steamroller is a good name for something. And then that nice big jump leading onto the tabletop, big landing zone. And then there's a couple of sections of brick. Actually, there's one big section of brick.
The patio.
And yeah, you can see all of that brick surface. And of course, that's the end of this first run of 10. But there's a very large brick area that is used for a couple sections of the track, actually 3 sections of the track. So they've kept all of those areas together. But if you're familiar with our coverage from previous years of the Herts GP and the Herts Euro Enduro race, 12-hour race, the team race, they've changed the track a lot since September. So obviously, knowing that they've got the 40+ Euros booked, they put a lot of work in. And we do want to give a shout out. I actually missed the chap's name, but Jim from the club was telling us that one of his hardest working helpers is actually out of action this weekend because he's had
2 of them are out of action.
2 of them. Well, one of them.
One with flu.
One with flu, which is bad enough. But another one had a motorcycle accident and is literally going to be in the hospital for quite some time. So, best of luck to that gentleman, and obviously hope to see him back at the Herts Club as soon as humanly possible. So here we have our pit cam. So it's we've got a few cameras. We're going to be shifting around and trying a few things this weekend, and hopefully we'll be having some chats with some of the drivers that we know and some of the drivers maybe that we don't know, and get introduced to them. And yeah, so
have you been taking care of the commenters?
I've
been away, so I haven't heard what you've been saying. But just so I don't want to cover old ground. No, you haven't. Okay, that's fine.
I haven't yet. No.
So just to catch up, Sean Ward is the little brother. Either Sean's Alan's little brother or Alan's Sean's little brother, but one of them they're brothers. They're siblings. We'll go with that. Aidan RC says, let's go. Popalong RC says, I've heard a couple of celebrities are turning up on Sunday. Do you think they'll be vlogging? Do you think they'll be vlogging YouTube sensation content? I hope so. I found Popalong RC's video about this track and the work that's been on this track really helpful. I watched it the other day and I was like, okay, this is great. This is really helpful, thanks. If you wouldn't mind going to the Hoodie Arena for us for 2 weeks, that'd be great. Just do a recce, explore the track and tell us what we're going to have to deal with. That'd be really handy. Thanks. John Hurley, my Peter resurrects daily. What does that mean? Was that
because there's a Peter resurrection in the previous control practice
okay,
run.
Good.
Which is, I mean, that's a very interesting name. I mean, my mother's first name was Resurrection, so that's the first time I've ever seen it on anyone else ever.
But this is a surname, right?
Yes, it was a surname. So I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What else?
It's a good name. What are you looking for? You're looking for something.
I am.
I can find it for you.
Oh, no, I finished my drink.
I can get you another one. The bar's open.
I would love a drink. An Aspel cider, please.
No, it's water or Coke Zero.
Oh, well, I'll have a Coke Zero then.
Okay.
When you're ready. So here's our pit lane action, and we have some drivers going old school with the squeezy bottle. And interestingly, only half the people that we've seen in the pits have headsets. It's interesting. Well, I think I'm sure
they're not early adopters, are they?
Potentially not. So in group number 2, out for a 9-minute control practice run. And control practice, by the way, that just means we had free practice. We had open practice, I believe, the last couple of days. And then free practice today, which there's no times being kept, although the mechanics will be keeping track of that sort of thing for the drivers to know what their refueling times are and things like that. I have a thing. No. Yeah. We'll give it to you on camera maybe. We have Mr. Mark Rumble from Nemo/Agama/EFRA, our EFRA secretary here. So what was I saying? 5-minute free practice. The 9-minute control practice, what they're looking for is, 1, to make 9 minutes, because that's the qualifying runs, and 2, to set their 3 fastest lap times in a row. So 3 consecutive laps, and that will seed the drivers. If you have been if you watched the Wimbledon, or or golf or anything like that, the competitors are seeded in order of basically how good they are. So the 3 consecutive fastest laps for each driver over these controlled practice runs are basically that will seed the drivers. So the fastest 3 consecutive laps, you'll be seeded number 1, and you'll be in the top heat, for example, and then so on and so on and so on, all the way down to however many drivers there are. It looks like there's 11 drivers in each. Oh, there's 12 in some of them. So there's 120, almost 120 drivers here this weekend. We are missing a couple, so there might be some who have been dropped off or whatever. But in this one, I think what will have come up on the screens before are the names of all the drivers. But just in case you missed it, because I certainly did, we've got Craig Russell, Daniel Lewington, Mark Hinton, Remy Barbillon, Paul Fitzpatrick, Gavin Powell, Arnaud Farfall, James Adkins, Andy Booth, Tumas Vault, and Dave Langridge in this heat. So, and I just happened to look at the screen while Jim's were focused on these cars who were the furthest away. And let's see if we can get a number off of these as my Barstool is very slowly sinking down. Oh, it's car number 3 or 5. I missed it. Now, of course, I could just look out the window. That'd be helpful. Okay, car 5 is the one that just crashed. That was Paul Fitzpatrick, who's going to have a slow lap this time. And the car he was just behind also crashed. And I think that's car 3 of Mark Hinton. And now they're together in that corner. Coming over the tabletop section, bad landings for both of them. I think it's car 3. I don't know why I'm looking at the screen when I can just look out the window. So we got 3 cars together. Hopefully, this is car 2 actually, and 5 and 11. So car 2 of Daniel Lewington, car 11 of Dave Langridge, and car 5 of Paul Fitzpatrick, all together going through that carousel. I like to call it the carousel because if you've ever driven around the Nürburgring or in a video game, obviously, or seen videos of it, there's the one very famous turn. But of course, this that is just hard concrete, grooved concrete that you can just basically go flat chat straight around it. So let's stick with this orange and white car and just let him follow us around the track. So we have a AstroTurf pair of jumps leading onto a brick surface, then a small set of quads, and then back onto the bricks. There's a timing loop there, going down the main straight into the carousel as the pit exit as well. And into this fiddly little bit here. This used to be much, much more fiddly, this part. And then coming onto this S there. And now this is where we're going to start seeing, this is car 4, I think, that we were with. Possibly you might have heard the EFRA, one of the EFRA referees that are here. There's an EFRA referee who's here. I forget the chap's name. I believe he's from Portugal. And then the country referee. So this is how the EFRA referee system works, is that for all of the Euros, for all of the EFRA events, there's an EFRA referee, which is sent by EFRA, and then the local federation also provides a referee. And it just happens that the local federation referee is the Eagle himself, Mark Stickson, who our regular viewers of Nitro Buggy coverage will be very familiar with. Our favorite part is when he tells drivers to be mature and to be adults on the track. And especially when they're trying to get in his face and yell at him for giving penalties. This whole quad section there, can't actually take it as a quad, so it's more of a double-double. And then there's a little step-up jump. And then this very slick paved, brick paving surface. And you can see where that concrete carousel section used to double back on itself, but now it carries on. So it's quite interesting. I do like that every time we come to this track, the The layout is just a little bit different. This time it's quite different. You can see we're right next to a main road. You can see the truck or the lorry going past. There's a steamroller section because you can see the roller that helps smooth all the dirt down after they've had the Bobcat or JCB or whatever they use to do all the major digging work. There's a double-double. And then into this section for the big loop. You see that bit of very thick white line on the track there, and this, call that the chicane. And I'm kind of doing the naming of the track bits. Here's the S's, and then the AstroTurf jumps. So these are for kind of everyone's benefit, but more for so if I have to ask Jim, who is on camera for us, to go directly to a particular location, I can give him a spot to go to very quickly. And there's the AstroTurf double, and then the double-double. So as you can see, we've got a selection of, that's the end of the run. So 10 laps for Remy Barbillon. I'm not sure if where he's coming from, but Remy's, I think, is it French or Spanish? I'm not sure. I don't have the country locations handy on this. But as you can see, we do want to thank Elasi Tuned, World Champion Motors, for helping us bring this coverage to you. And also, there's a huge selection of sponsors that you can see rotating in the bottom right of the corner. We've got Power HD, Nemo, Agama Racing, Jetco, Kyosho, Evolution Models, Reds Racing, TKR, ERP Distribution, RC Components, Herts RC Models. I'm not sure who else. I don't think J5 Racing, and there might be one or two others. But there you go. There's the finishing times, and you can check those out. Let's see if I can put the link for the live timing results in the description somewhere. So hnmc.liverc.com/results is the location where you want to be going, and I'll just pop that into, let's see, into the chat on the RC Racing TV YouTube channel, so you can check that out, and we'll try to put that into the description for the thing as well. And I'll pin that message, so it's the top message that you can see, so you can go straight to the live timing results and see when your mate, buddy, son, father, pal,
sister,
friend, sister,
daughter,
mother, father, auntie, uncle, great uncle, great aunt, grandfather, grandmother, grandson, granddaughter, nephew, niece, in-law, and just any combination of those when they're available, when they're supposed to be on track.
Yes. Yeah. So how are we doing on time? I want to move this pit camera because I think we just need to twist it around a little bit to see a bit more of the pit. So I'll do that in a minute. Give it a twist.
And I think you can. I think we can. I mean, I can hear it, but I think the viewers can hear it as well when the referees say the track is open. Or is that the race organizers say the track is open?
Yes.
So we got they've gone out, and there you can see very big pit. A lot of this scaffolding there is new on the driver's stand, by the way. The closest bit of scaffolding is brand new for this event, literally. So in addition to putting brand new, all the orange piping barriers, that's all brand new. The track layout is pretty much like I said, like at least 60-70% brand new. There's been a lot of work gone on, and there's also a 10-skill track that has had tons of work. I didn't have time to go up it, but They've got an entirely new rostrum for the 10th scale track, and I'm sure the bashing track, which is like half, it's like overgrown AstroTurf, so there's lots of like weeds and stuff like that. But the last time I saw
genuine weeds or artificial weeds?
I don't know.
Astro weeds.
Astro weeds, maybe. Ashley Patton says saying he's waving from the top of the hill from the track. Is he the one sat on the bench over
sat
there?
on the bench, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's now listening on his phone. So potentially we should let him. He's an RCTV.
Oh,
hero.
He's waving again.
Yeah, go, Jim. Can we get Ashley?
There we go.
He's on the bench.
So we got
Zoom.
Hero Cam for Ashley. There we go.
He's not waving.
You gotta wave.
Now.
You gotta look up.
It's gotta wave now.
Wave.
It's gonna take 40 seconds.
He's 30 seconds behind us at least. There
he
is. Hey, all right. Okay.
Good stuff.
Repping the not the RCTV merch, I must say.
No, he's in teamwear.
Yeah.
He's probably supporting someone.
Yeah, Nemo and Agama, which is okay. Fair enough.
He's supporting someone on the Nemo team.
We'll let you go. We'll let you go with that. But
helping him up and down the steps.
You can get the merch, RCTV merch, on rcracingtv.com/collections. There's loads of great stuff on there. We've got hats that we're wearing, we've got shirts that we're wearing, we've got rain jackets, which we will be wearing, hoodies, which we'll be wearing tomorrow, etc., etc. The only thing we don't have on there is like shoes and socks, but that's to come, I'm sure. And mankinis, Matt has motioned. I'm sure that's to come as well. Right, okay, so we have these two cars, which are the 11 and the 2. So who's that? As my bar stool has completely lost all gas in its cylinder. So this is run number 3. So 11 and 2, that's Heikki Gekiri? Wow, I'm going to have some trouble with that one in the car number 2. And 11 is Dave Blakely, which is, come on, pretty easy. But Heikki running off with it in that car 2, and they've all got white wheels because, like I said, this is they are running spec tires. They're Jetco. I can't remember exactly which model of Jetco, but they're Jetco tires. So it's the handout tire thing is it's not handout tires. I shouldn't say that. It's just, it is a spec tire. Handout implies that they're just like given, but they are not. So, yeah, it's a new thing. I think it's taken. Talking to Lee Martin, who has been to a few Euros and won a few himself, he likes it seemingly because it adds to the whole, just kind of the laid backness of the event overall. In addition to not an open bar, but a bar, a functioning bar at the track. So we have a couple of things like that, and obviously lots and lots of drivers who have plenty of Euros and Nationals experience, like Neil Cragg and Alsop and Martin. So amongst many others. So there's plenty of drivers here who have all that. But yeah, it's pretty insane. Hey, Elliot Boots is watching. Elliot, hello. You should drop down, mate. Oh no, you're in Italy, I guess, aren't you? Well, I'm sure Elliot will be cheering on any Reds drivers. I'm sure. If you drop some names in so we can get some info, Elliot, if you know of any Reds drivers who are here. But yeah, let us know what you think. Elliot runs the UK BRCA UK series, and as far as I remember, he's won at 1 or 2 of the rounds already so far this year, which puts him in 3 of the rounds. Wow. Okay. Rory Holler, Turtle RC, one of our heroes, one of our long-term heroes, saying hello and good day. How are you, Rory? Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you UK? I assume you're UK based. I'm not sure though. So yeah, let us know where you're watching us from, Elliot. Are you in Italy? Are you in Gusago, or are you in the UK this weekend? If you are in the UK this weekend, drop down. We'd love to can have a track chat maybe with Elliot. Have we had a track chat with Elliot yet? No, we haven't. So yeah, you're down for one. We'll book you in, Elliot. We'll book you in, whether you're here or not. All right. So, and another thing that the track has here, in addition to the bashing area, the 10th scale racing area, and this amazing track, the Nürburgring of off-road RC, there's also a crawler area, which I know a lot of racers hate on the crawlers, but it is a big popular subset of RC, and it is a huge crawler area. I'm going to have to show Matt what it's like, because this is my, I don't know, third or fourth time here, and he's never been. So there's a lot to it. I've got Ian Day saying, "Afternoon, lads." Elliot Boots also agreeing that the new track layout looks good. It's I mean, I've been saying it looks like 60-70% is completely brand new. Hopefully we'll get Jim in here or someone else from the club if Jim isn't run off his feet by the end of the day. Jim's been super busy, but very helpful getting us sorted out with food and refreshments and all sorts of things. Team Chaos RC TV saying, I love the username, by the way. One of our heroes, one of our many heroes, thank you for dropping in, saying afternoon chaps. So hello and good afternoon to yourself as well. Team Chaos, which is a great name for a racing team. So let's see. So final 2.5 minutes of this run, and we're in heat 3. I think I haven't even run down the names, have I? So we're easing into things. Mark Gardner in the car 1, Heike Gakiri in car 2. I'm sure that last name is going to be pronounced different or properly. Darren Moon in the car 4, John Dungan, Pascal Brown, Mark McDonald, Andrew Beaumont, Chris Willits, Holger Enoch, Fernando Cabrera Salado, and Dave Blakely, and in the car 12 is Rimo Kosk. I'm going to guess that Rimo is not from the UK. The first groups of these control practice rounds are usually the local country. Obviously, we're in the UK this weekend. But we are going to start getting into the internationally ranked racers, I believe, pretty soon. Akeem Seeley saying, greetings from San Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Wow. Have we had any visitors from the U.S. Virgin Islands before, Matt? I can't recall any.
I don't, but I like the drinks.
La Croix?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's La Croix.
Oh, La Croix?
Yeah.
As in Le Aqua?
I don't know. No,
it's still the same spelling.
Croix.
Yes.
Alfie Belsford saying, hello, people. How are we today? Well, we're dry for today. We'll see what it's like tomorrow. But, we're here at an RC track, and we're here for the 40-plus Euros. And that's the end of this qualifying. There's our pit cam.
So these are your buttons?
Yes.
Those 3.
Okay.
And you can also...
No other buttons. I'm not allowed any other buttons.
I'll bring me... There you go.
There we go. All right, yeah, so there's our pit cam. So you can see there's a very nice view of our one of our power cables. You see how busy the pit... Around the corner from this is obviously it's a big container that's got a window cut into it and stuff. Around the corner from that is the warm-up area, which is constantly active. Flow of drivers going in and warming up their engines, and mechanics waiting there, and drivers walking up. It's fairly well done, I must say, and a good layout, very efficient. There's Mikhail Orlovsky saying, get your EFRA RC merch from rcracingtv.com. Make sure and do that. There's some cool new shirts. There's a very handy hat that's available, snapback hat. There's a hoodie for when a hoodie jacket for when things get a little bit chilly in the mornings. Next group of mechanics already out in the pit lane. See all the brands represented. There's Mugen, there's X-Ray, there's S-Works, a few Kyosho racers here. plenty of associated racers. I think much of the BRCA team, or at least the local club team, have custom printed shirts with all the race sponsors on it. Alfie's saying it's dry in the UK, rare sighting. That indeed. Sheep Wooly in the live stream chat saying, "Good day, everyone." Good day, Sheep Wooly. Renee saying, "Is that a 40+ only Euros?" Yes. I don't get it. So a normal Euros has an extra 40+ and a junior final. Who is the 40+ champ? Well, the 40+ champ officially is whoever wins this event.
Yeah, the 40+ race at the normal Euros is just an exhibition race, and you don't actually win a European Championship. Same as the junior final at a European Championship is just an exhibition final, and the actual junior European champion is the highest placed junior. They may be in the main final or a final below. Usually they're in the main final.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Geez, kids are getting the top racers are getting younger and younger. But yeah, it sounds a bit confusing. But hopefully once it's explained clearly, you get it. Mitch on the mic saying, "How's it going, gents?" Hello, Mitch.
G'day, mate.
Is he? Oh, yes. So our
Mitch
traditional...
Mitch on the mic.
Yes. Yes. Mitch on the mic. Yes. So our traditional Australian greeting is...
Howdy.
Hi.
What?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there. Okay.
Usually the joke is that Nick is the one who goes, "G'day."
Right.
And then one of us goes, "Hi."
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Being attacked by a wasp man.
Well, I mean, there's 700 different varieties of yellow and black flying creatures, smaller than your thumbs. So, have you seen the gigantic ones? Those are huge. Don't hit it because they will just get upset. Renee is saying, "Thank you for the explanation of the 40+ and the junior final champion and junior champion." And yeah, and there's also a B Euros champion, which is almost always a junior champion as well. But it's a tough one to get your head around. We'll certainly admit. Nigel W., one of our heroes. How are you, Nigel? Good afternoon. Back at the Nitro Racing, indeed. Next week, we're going to be, it's going to be a little bit quieter for us. We're going to be in Australia for ETS, but the week after that will also be quiet for us because we're going to be at the Hootie Arena for the 10th Electric Buggy Euros.
We're going to be in Austria.
Yeah, I mentioned Austria, and then the week after that.
I'm sure you said Australia.
I mean, maybe. I'm just babbling. I'm doing the Nick thing. I'm just making words and sounds come out of my pie hole. So... Renee saying, "We need more winners, then everybody's happy." Well, yeah, I mean, it's not quite American elementary school where everybody gets a trophy, but, you know. Yeah, so let's see who is in this one. We've got in Heat 4, Costas Agrafiotis is in car 1, Mike Williams in car 2, Mark Millward in car 3, Etienne Charon, Andrew Rennick in car 5, Frederick Kling, that's a familiar name, in car 6, James Heesum, Benjamin Dutek in car 8, in car 9, Chris Proctor, then we have car 10, Stuart Smith, and Jurgen Perrault in car 11. This is saying, no, that's Heat. Well, I don't know. It's definitely 9 minutes. I'm just getting thrown off here because I'm looking at the Heat listing on liverc.com, hnmc.liverc.com /results is where you will find all of the names of the drivers who are racing and the live order and everything. We've got a few drivers. Oh no, everyone's on their third lap. Some on their, most on their fourth. There's Costas just crossing over for his third. Oh. All right, okay, so there's the driver's stand. You can see the new section, that new sort of like cube at the end of the driver's stand is the new section for the referees. And we would have our camera up there, but we don't. And there's 4.5 minutes remaining in this one. And there's our drivers, our drivers' mechanics waiting patiently for their. It's still only half of the drivers seem to be using headsets, so it's an interesting one. So let's see who we can get Jim to pick up one of these 3 cars. Well, this just pack of 3-4 cars coming through the AstroTurf jumps there over the big tabletop into the roller section. I'm calling it that because there's a literal roller for the track. It's AstroTurf double over the brick section. It's one of the 3 sections of brick. There's this huge section of brick you can see just there. And into the carousel with those, well, now 5 cars, 6 cars. Wow. This is what Nick likes to call the clumping of the cars. Because even though the track is massive and the lap times are like 50 seconds for most racers, which is it's a very long lap. Still, we get just random groupings of 4, 5, 6 cars just all together, when they could be spread out a lot more. They're only trying to get 3 consecutive fast laps, and so it could be argued. There's our pit cam PIP. There we go. So you can see the action in the pits, and we'll be making good use of that during the finals as things progress. Looks like is that a kestrel that's trying to look for some food at the far end of the track. And here's one of our there's our hairpin cam, I think we can call that. I'm not sure what the white curved marking is. It seems like a penalty stop and go area or a long lap thing, or a joker lap sort of thing if you're familiar with the MotoGP racing or World RX. But yeah, I'm not sure why. Maybe that's the original marking out that they were going to do and then they didn't use it. I don't know. It's weird. That's very large. That's massive. That was Matt's thumb in the largest PIP ever that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just thought if we do the interviews in PIP and we have guests on, then no one will mind because they can still watch the racing. But if it's there, people might not be happy. So I'll sort that. Sorry.
Wow. I mean, it does literally say race officials only there for some reason. Oh, it's because that's like a little gate. We're in like the principal's office sort of room of the Herts Nitro Model Car Club. So there's like this wooden like desk section. It's interesting. Right, let's Etienne Chiron leading this one. On his just finished his 8th lap, chased by James Heesum, not far behind him on track. Costas, oh yeah, okay. That doesn't have the countries, but this does, so that's very helpful. So we've got a Frenchman being chased by a Brit, chased by a Grecian, is that the correct term? And then another Brit, and then a Swede, and then 4 more. Oh, there's more than that, aren't there? No, there's... Yeah, 4 more Brits, and then another Frenchman. Is that French? Yes. And then, oh wow, is that Austrian? Jürgen Perrault. I think that's Austrian.
Or Dane.
No, Danish is a red, white cross on red.
Oh yeah. No, isn't that Swiss?
That's not Swiss.
No, the white cross on
no,
the red.
An equidistant cross. Like a small cross.
Oh yeah,
a
the
small
square
white
cross.
Yeah. But,
oh yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
yes,
the reverse
yes,
of the England flag is the Danish flag. It's a flagology is one of the things that I'm happy to have picked up in this doing this for a little while. Right. Okay. So heat 5 coming up. So we'll have the names on the screen momentarily, but we'll have Neil Daunt, Janik Pan, Thomas Hansen, Jean-Pierre Legal, Chris Long, Perrault Jürgen, Panagiotis Chalkias, Tonis Flatic, Marcus Reiterer, Anders Pesu, and Matthews Dudzik in the next one. So 11 racers out on the track for a 9-minute control practice heat. So again, 2 rounds of control practice, 9-minute runs for each of the groups that are out there, and there are 10 groups in total. So it's like 115, 120 racers in total. The next group, or the next control practice round, where we'll see the Group 1 come out, is going to be on the track at 3:23. That's UK time. So it's not Central European time like it usually is on our Racing TV. We are in the UK this weekend, so it is UK British summertime. So our program today ends at scheduled to end at 17:23 UK time again. So by 6:30, European time will be all wrapped up. So let's see who else. Any other groups of? Let's see. So Nigel W saying Nitro is the glory indeed. Mitch on the mic saying Australia would welcome an ETS round, maybe slightly out of play for sure in the UK, in England. Mark Bruton Young saying, is JQ in this event? Well, he's a couple of drivers missing out of this one. We've got Tonis and Matthews apparently not registering, so they're not